We're joined by UTA interim head coach Karen Blair and student athletes Kiera Parker and Layla Suleiman. Coach, can you just start out with an opening statement?
Yeah, I mean, just to start with, I mean, I'm so very proud of this team and their performance today. They actually fought the entire 40 minutes. You know, they never gave up, and you know, we're just in the locker room, and I thank them for that to begin with. But these kids left it all on the floor, you know, and to be honest with you, New Mexico State just played better than us tonight. You know, 22 probably had a career night all the way around. And so I give her a lot of credit. She played fantastic, but I'm not going to take anything away from our kids. I thought they played as hard as they could have, and they fought the entire time.
Questions?
Coach, when you look at the ball game and look at some of the stats, the offensive rebounds is the one that really catches out. Is that something that you look at and you maybe just don't worry about as much just because you know that the team fought and that maybe was a huge factor, but also, you know, it's not a lot that you could do in that aspect? Or
Well, I mean, definitely I think in the first half, it's what we talked about. We were almost making ourselves play a minute and 30 defense because we were playing really good defense. It'd be 28 seconds, you know, and then they would get the offensive rebound and kick it out. And then again, we were playing really good defense, so we were making it really hard on ourselves, and it was something we talked about at halftime. I'm like, you know, if we would just finish the possession, it's something we've really been preaching the last week and a half, the last 2 weeks, is just, you know, you get the stop, but the possession's not over until you finish it with that rebound. And obviously in that first half we struggled, but we did a much better job in that second half. So obviously I think it was a little frustrating for all of us in the first half, but again, I'm going to give some credit. I mean, 22 really did some work in there.
Coach, what do you think caused the 22-4 run in the middle of the second half?
You know, it was a game of runs. It's kind of what we talked about there for a minute. You know, we came out, we started with back-to-back threes, and then they came out, you know, and had some back-to-back threes, and we just couldn't put together a string, you know, a string of baskets on the other end, you know, and I don't know if it was anything in particular, you know, as opposed to we just weren't able to get stops.
And what do you think was going wrong offensively in the second half where that made them go on that run?
I don't know if we did anything wrong. I got to be honest with you. I feel like we drew up a lot of new plays out of timeouts, and we probably threw out 8 new sets today, and they executed them perfectly. Sometimes the ball just doesn't fall. You know, a couple players had an off night. You know, that's not typically a night for Didi. You know, Didi's been very critical to our success, you know, in the games that we've won this year, and she just, you know, sometimes the ball just doesn't fall our way. I mean, that's as simple as that. I mean, you can execute it, but at the end of the day, the ball's, you know, got to go in for you.
And New Mexico State had 8 3-pointers made in the whole game. Can you talk about them and having the hot hand tonight?
You know, when you play New Mexico State, you know they're going to shoot threes. I mean, they shot 21 threes there in that first half, and that's what they're really good at, you know. They got post players that can shoot the three, their guards can shoot the three, and that's just kind of a little bit about their game. So, again, that's what we talk about. They can go on runs and they can hit, you know, 2 threes really fast, but that's kind of their game. We knew that going into it. We talked about it. It's going to be long shots and long rebounds, but again, we just had to finish those possessions.
Kiera, this was a really intense game. What were y'all's emotions like before games? Y'all played with a lot of heart, it looked like.
Emotion before game? Before the game? Well, I guess we were real pumped, I guess you can say. Like, we were excited, even though, like, we just played them, like, Saturday. And we did lose to them on Saturday, but we were just eager, and we were just ready, and we were pumped up, and we were all focused, and we were just like, this is our game. Like, we're not going to give them another win, but unfortunately, some of us had off nights, and we just ran out of time. Like, we gave all the effort we could. We played 40 minutes, but only if the game was 60 more minutes or something like that. Like, I feel like we would have had them, but I can't doubt New Mexico. They're a great team. Their chemistry is real great. So you can't doubt them. Like, you have to go in with the mindset of, okay, this is going to be a tough physical game, and you just have to be mentally more than physically prepared than anything in order to play any team, I think, especially in the WAC. It's us coming from the South into the WAC is a totally different thing, and it's just more mental than it is physical. So mentally, I felt that we were prepared and we were ready and we did everything we could. So.
Layla, You were everywhere out there. You had 7 rebounds. You fought hard. You had 18 points. You look at the game. I mean, what are your thoughts about today's ball game?
I wish I wouldn't have given them so many second chance points. Too emotional for this.
Kiera, your senior final game. What are your thoughts kind of wrapping up your career as a Maverick?
I wish you didn't ask me that because I'm gonna cry. I'm just very blessed to have this opportunity. You know, I wish we could have won. Wish we could have went longer. And I mean, it happens. So I'm just thankful that we got the chance to come to postseason and just experience. Because I know some of the girls here haven't even been to postseason since my freshman year here. But I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful that the coaches put up with me because I have a hot head. So I'm very thankful that they dealt with me over the course of years, and they just really made me. I'm very blessed that they came into my life because not only did they make me a better player, they made me a better person. And I thank my teammates for dealing with me too, because they also made me a better person. And then, I mean, they have next year, and I know they're just gonna keep fighting and fighting. So I'm just very blessed for this opportunity.
Any other questions? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.